Teacher Toolkit. Number 1, research. Teaching with primary documents. Teaching source validity with photos. But where do I find impactful photos? The Library of Alexandria is unfortunately closed until further notice. Try the Library of Congress, available on the internet near you. Think about this assessment to evaluate the impact of Dorothy Lang's iconic photography and its relevance as primary documentation reflecting the life in the Dust Bowl. The Library of Congress provides a starting point for research allowing quick and easy access to more than just famous photos. Let's look around just a bit. It's just like a library. You have to go in and explore. Where can we find some photos? Let's go in the library catalog and see. Scroll down a little bit, and there's prints and photographs online. Type in Dorothy Lang. You can find her collection. View the items in this group. Notice how the photos look posed. So let's pick one. Take this one, and we can save it. You can save these for your own work, or you can direct students how to find images here as well. Right, we've got our photo. For the many photos, one gets the feeling of despair, but consider Dorothy Lang was paid by the Resettlement Administration, and her work may have been arranged in a manner to please her employer rather than present truthful images. Compare these two images. The one on the right is the most famous, but the one on the left demonstrates an attempt to provide the same sort of feeling the Resettlement Administration sought in efforts to secure funding. Considering these, along with others from Dorothy Lang's collection at the Library of Congress, allows insight into how even primary sources can be misleading if not taken in the proper context. This is a great method to examine primary documentation, but does anyone else use it? Yes, Stanford History Education Group does, especially in their Beyond the Bubble history assessments. In fact, there's an assessment about Dorothy Lang's iconic photography. There's an assessment. It poses some questions. But it's also coupled with the rubric. Provides some suggested responses and examples that prove useful in evaluating your students' responses. You can also use this kind of method to make up your own assessments. You just need to find photos. But this is just one way to use the Library of Congress in teaching, as the Library of Congress possesses a great many sources pertaining to American history. Impeachment looms, but do we understand the process? The Library of Congress offers avenues toward providing insight. As the news unfolds, teachers can connect history with modern events, helping students identify their place in history and form relationships with content. Here we're looking at the Georgia Social Studies standards for the 10th grade. Let's see what we can find pertaining to impeachment. There's some collections. Ooh. Some congressional records. And there we go. Impeachment trial of the President Andrew Johnson. It's pretty easy to find some good information to help inform students about past and current events. There are a variety of ways the Library of Congress may be used to support teaching history, but also learning history. These were just two. Teaching with movies. Teach with movies. This is the website. Pretty simple to use. More than just content and historical analysis are supported. Social emotional learning is also supported in construction of the lessons. Flags of Our Fathers is a great example of integrating social emotional learning with history. The Flags of Our Fathers lesson examines courage in war and the difference between heroism and celebrity. Let's take a look. There's a section here for teachers. Social emotional learning is its own section, and so is history and social studies. But they are related in the lessons. Now let's find Flags of Our Fathers, which is under U.S. History. This is good because it's a book and a movie, so you could support your reading with the movie, or perhaps scenes from the movie. Notice social emotional learning and here we have the difference between heroism and celebrity. They provide links to a very impactful photo of Iwo Jima. You also tell some suggestions for using the movie in the classroom. Also, here are some cool questions and some suggested responses. This is a great way to provide more depth to lessons, and also cue in on social emotional responses. Number 3, up-to-date images and videos. History is not stagnant, and the classroom should be apprised of current events as they unfold. One place to get this is the Defense Information Distribution Service. Provides access to most recent videos and images. Many of these items are used by major media outlets to support their news productions. Let's take a look. Notice the little notifications here. One has to do with al-Baghdadi being dead. You can go there and see that's one of the most recent things. Okay. Let's look through. There's some videos on the left. And photographs on the right. So you can see the video, see the action. You can also download these videos. You don't have to depend on YouTube if you download them. You can integrate these directly into your work. Let's look at some of the still work. Here's a map. This map was seen on CNN. Here's more information expanding on al-Baghdadi. Use such items to connect students to history occurring on a daily basis. The end.